Since the past week, the stock market has been tanking following the news of the multiple tariffs imposed by President Trump on different countries. While many people have started to panic, this could represent an excellent opportunity for you to do some discount shopping on the stock market. It is why in this video, you'll find 3 of the most undervalued companies that are currently available in the stock market for the month of April of 2025. First up on my list is Savaria with the ticker SIS. Savaria is a small Canadian company operating as a global leader into the accessibility field. In fact, this company has an incredible portfolio, including the manufacturing and the producing of home elevators, commercial lifts, stair lifts, ceiling lifts, and adapt vehicles. And by having over 2,300 employees worldwide in the most important markets such as Europe, North America, and China, they are able to worldwide commercialize their different products. In an environment where the population is getting older and older, it means that these type of products will be particularly essential and interesting for these people, especially there are multiple residential wheelchair lifts and stair lifts. The only con that comes with it is the fact that their products are not necessarily pretty cheap for the average population. Plus, for you as an investor, what makes this company pretty valuable at the moment is that it has been going on a certain downtrend momentum over the past couple of weeks. This comes even though if the company has been able to surpass the analyst expectations when it comes to their latest earnings per share. During that same quarter, despite a slight increase of only 3% year over year in their total quarterly revenue, the company has been able to massively increase their profitability, which has driven up their adjusted EBITDA to increase by over 20% compared to what it used to be 1 year prior. Plus, with an excellent price to earnings ratio of only about 22 right now, and with some super low and great price to sales and price to book ratios, Savaria could be an interesting pick for you if you are looking for a company that is a great leader into the transport field, as well as a company that is giving some great monthly income distribution. Now, the second company on my list is the business Uber with the ticker UBER. A few decades ago, when you wanted to go from one place to another without using your own car, you would have to call the classical taxis. But now, over the past 10 years, we've seen that more and more people have switched from the classical taxis to Uber. At the moment, this American multinational is by far the largest transportation company in the entire world by valuation, where it also has over 161 million active users and where it is making over 28 million trips per day. For a company that has only been founded in 2009 and that is now present in over 10,000 cities across over 70 countries, it is fair to say that the owners and the CEO of Uber have been able to find the right niche and the right need by many users that need to go from one place to another. And with their great business model, they've been able to completely revolutionize the transportation field. Nevertheless, over the past couple of months, we've seen that the Uber's valuation has been massively dropping. This phenomenon was obviously heightened by the multiple threats of tariffs that could be imposed by President Trump on different countries, but also with the growing competition into the transportation field with platforms such as Lyft and also the public transportation that has recently gained a lot more traction, especially when we know that Uber isn't necessarily cheap compared to some of its biggest competitors. Nevertheless, from a financial point of view, Uber remains a pretty strong company where they have notably been able to outperform the analyst expectations in their latest earnings report for their earnings per share by beating them by over 500%. In fact, throughout that same quarter, the total trips and the number of bookings have both been increasing by 18% year over year, which has driven up their total revenue by 20%. And their adjusted EBITDA on its part has been able to increase by over 44% compared to the same period 1 year prior. Plus, their free cash flow has also been massively increasing by over 100% year over year due to an important increase of their cash flow from operations, and with an excellent return on equity of over 56% over the past 12 months, and knowing that the company has been able to massively increase their total shareholders' equity, it is fair to say that Uber is in a great financial health. Uber is also trading at a pretty low P ratio right now of only 15 with some super low level of debt, which could make this company pretty interesting for the different value investors. At the end of the day, knowing that Uber also has great subsidiaries such as Uber Eats and Uber Health that are also some of the top dogs of their own field, the recent decrease in their valuation could represent a great entry door for different investors that believe in the value of this company. Finally, the third and last company on my list is Nike with the ticker NKE. This American athletic footwear and apparel company has also been on a certain downtrend momentum lately, driven by the multiple tariffs imposed by President Trump. In fact, by being the largest athletic footwear company in the entire world by far in front of their biggest competitor Adidas, Nike is making the largest chunk of their total revenue from the sales of their multiple sportive products such as shoes, sportive equipment, and apparels in the US, but also all across the globe. Only in 2024, Nike has been able to generate some revenue of over $50 billion. And so if those tariffs will remain the same in the long term, which I personally don't think it will happen, it could obviously dramatically shrink the profit margin of a company like Nike. Nevertheless, by being the #1 sportive brand in the entire world with multiple ambassadors such as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Rafael Nadal, this company has still been able to greatly outperform the analyst expectations over the past 4 quarters in a row. Despite that, however, we've seen that in their latest earnings report, they've been seeing a certain decrease in their total revenue that has been dropping by 9% year over year, which has made their total net income plummet by massive 32% compared to the same period 1 year prior. This important diminution that they've seen into their net income and into their total revenue has been created by a decrease in all of their different business segments worldwide. So for their brand, their direct and their wholesale revenues. So it is fair to say that Nike is currently facing a quite rough period, especially with the tariffs that might complicate their situation in the mid to short term. But I still have great hopes for this company that remains the #1 sports brand in the entire world, where it has also been able to consistently increase their total annual revenue over the past 3 years. And with a P ratio of only 18 right now, this company remains about 2 times cheaper compared to their biggest competitor Adidas. And so the recent dip into their valuation might represent a great opportunity for you if you believe in them and if you want to invest in a company that is also distributing a dividend of close to 3%. Obviously, there are also other interesting choices on the market right now that are currently trading at discount with the multiple tariffs imposed by President Trump on different countries. But now, on your side, if you're looking to find what my investing portfolio looks like and what are the different transactions that I've recently did, well, check out the video that's gonna be right over here, and I will see you soon. Peace.